Hey, welcome to day 15 of the Playbook project. Uh, Excited at the progress we've made so far, but a lot of large questions remain unanswered, and that's going to be the topic of today's video. As we're making progress on the web app MVP, the buttoning up some final design issues, those are going to be a little more ongoing than what I had thought. But really, what are the big questions that I have outstanding as we start this Playbook project and our Playbook software app, all within a 100-day time frame. And so here's where I am at today. And so really the number one question is the scope of the project. And so what scope are we going to try to define here and finish up in the next 85 days? So scope of the project is a really big question mark. And along with that, potential customer feedback. And so this will really flow into the scope. I'm going to be doing some customer feedback. I've done some research into how a person can do valuable customer feedback and not just get answers that you're asking for. So rather than asking, would you use a SOP management tool or a tool to manage repeatable processes or checklists in your business? Oh yeah, I think I would. Asking people, are managing those processes a pain point in your business? Have you tried out any tools to help you solve that pain point? And really come into it with not giving anybody a preconceived notion of what we are up to at Playbook, and we don't want to lead them down a path to give us answers that they may think we want, and what I might subconsciously think that I want. And so trying to get high quality feedback is a big part of a successful business, in my opinion, these days. And if you go back to some of my prior videos, one piece of commentary, a thought that I've had is, the best way to get high quality customer feedback is to have a product in the market, judge users' actions. Are they using the product? What is their usage telling you? But initially, high quality customer feedback pre-launch is obviously a value, and so we're going to be reaching out and doing that to help us define our scope. Another one is pricing. What are we going to price the software at? That's obviously a key component of the business going forward. And so I'll be talking more in the future about pricing and my thoughts on where we're going to go with pricing. Obviously, it's kind of a continuous experiment in trying to find a price that works for customers to ensure that they feel that they're getting value out of the product. But at the end of the day, this is a for-profit business, and we want to keep investing and building a better product, and finding a profitable price point is obviously a key piece of that cycle. So look forward to, I've obviously thought quite a bit about it in my head. It's not like we're going to be going into this pricing completely blind, but at the end of the day, that's definitely something that is very important, and I'll be more transparent about in the future. And then looking at marketing, customer acquisition, in somewhat of a ideal spot, not necessarily an ideal spot, but in a little bit of a different spot than when I started my prior company, Harvest Profit. Well, actually thinking about that, I don't know if that's a fair thing to say. When I started Harvest Profit, I was doing consulting work that was providing a nice living. And Harvest Profit it's a farm management software product. I was doing consulting work with farmers, helping them with the business decisions on their farm. And Harvest Profit was a tool that could take a lot of our analysis and collaboration from spreadsheets to a web-based, cloud-based tool. And here in Harvest Profit, I'm seeing some weaknesses in our business on how we're managing and tracking repeatable processes. And we want to free up as much time as we can to creative tasks, thinking about content we can generate for our customers, thinking about new tools we can build for them. And these repeatable processes, in my opinion, should enable us to spend more time on the profitable levers for both our customers and ourselves versus the repeatable tasks. And so if we can systematize those, it can allow us to capture more upside in the more meaningful parts of our business: product development, content, marketing. So where I'm going with that is, we don't need this to generate, $10 or $20,000 a monthly recurring revenue by, month 3 or month 6 or month 12. But at the end of the day, this needs to be a meaningful business, and so we need to acquire customers. And a little bit of a preview on my philosophy there. I'm a big fan of email marketing, content marketing, adding as much value as possible. Haven't really done a whole lot of successful paid acquisition, and I obviously have a lot to learn there. Definitely not opposed to that, but at the end of the day, we want to build a brand around Playbook that is all about helping customers, providing different thoughts and resources on how they can standardize their processes to focus more on the creative tasks, which tend to add more value to the bottom line. Then if you have a business with standard processes in place, it just adds more value to the business itself. So rather than just building a job for yourself, you're building a business. So I'm kind of getting a little bit off track by talking about the vision here, but really I'm passionate about trying to add more value to our business and everybody else's businesses. And I think that this Playbook project and the Playbook app is going to be a key contributing factor to doing that. And so communicating that through content, videos, regular email newsletters, things like we're doing with this video series is what I'm all about. And planting the seeds of that obviously takes a longer time for those seeds to reap fruit, but I'm willing to make that investment and pretty excited about focusing on that. But it's going to be a key question is, can we help that process with some paid acquisition? Are there other marketing channels or partners or referrals or affiliates that we should go, paths that we should move towards? And we'll be spending more time thinking about those here in the next 85 days. So the last thing we're going to be really focusing on is customer support. Customer support is a big question on how we are going to move forward with Playbook and the resources that we are going to put in place. At the end of the day, I have a lot of stuff going on with Harvest Profit, with Playbook, and we just want to make sure that we have the customer support infrastructure, the customer success infrastructure in place to support any customers. Because at the end of the day, if anyone is going to bet on us, we want to be a great bet and a great ROI for them. And that includes customer support. And so at the same time, we want to remain lean. We want to remain cost efficient. And so whether or not that we are going to allocate some resources that I have access to via Harvest Profit, or if we're going to bring on some additional customer success resources, remains to be seen. But at the end of the day, customer support is a big question of ours, because we really want to, like I said earlier, build a brand and have brand level marketing. One of the benefits of being a small business is, your team, your people, the company, can be a brand in itself that isn't so reliant on brand awareness type marketing activities. And so at the end of the day, if we can build up a high level of customer satisfaction via the product, via customer support, via content, I really think that's the recipe for success going forward. And so really at the end of the day, these are a lot of the key questions that remain to be seen. I've focused a lot on product so far, but marketing and customer feedback, the scope of the product itself, not just building the product, is very, very important. And so It's been a long day for me. You might tell. It's been, yeah, a long day. It's kind of in the evening here, so I'm actually wrapping up the weekend, but pretty excited about where we're headed. I think we've made great progress for the first 15 days, and I look forward to keeping up on the videos. And so I hope you have a wonderful time. And if there's any questions we can answer for you or anything I can help you with, comment below. And as always, we'd love to have you subscribe to the videos and accept notifications. So those are the key questions we have in front of us here over the next few weeks on the more the business side of Playbook, and look forward to talking to you again tomorrow. Thank you.